biggest thing that affected me on this transcultural trip was learning the power of prayer.
I went to Mexico, and quite honestly, I don't know if I have the words to describe how amazing it was, but it definitely changed just my outlook and my mindset a lot, how God can work in people's lives.
I went to Zimba in Zambia, Africa. I loved it. I want to go back, and in the same breath, it was one of the hardest experiences of my life so far.
On the trip, we set up pop-up clinics in the community. We got to work in the hospitals, learned how to make tortillas.
We went on a game drive and saw giraffes and zebras and all the African animals.
And got to play with kids and play soccer, and it was just amazing.
I worked with a very critically ill patient who had a very high chance of passing away. And one of the things that I learned from that, it is impossible for me to save everyone, regardless of the medical care I give them. I learned to accept that life and death is not in my hands, it's in Jesus' hands. I'm going to do my best, and I'm going to lay the rest of it at the foot of the cross. It was tough. It was hard, so.
I'm not great at praying out loud. We were at a pop-up clinic. The next patient that came by, when we were looking at her chart, we could see that she spiritually and emotionally was looking for something. Irina had looked at me and asked me if I wanted to pray for her. I'm not good at this, and this woman's clearly, hurting, and if I botch this, that's not gonna be good. I took a deep breath. I said, yeah, absolutely. It was like I knew what I needed to say. There was no stuttering. There was no pauses in my prayer. It felt like God was just using me. That was definitely the coolest thing by far.
A lot of the people that we came into contact with and that came to these pop-up clinics had never gotten their blood pressure taken. So it was just very eye-opening, and just to know and to believe that we made an impact on their lives, and we were able to kind of help them open that door to build a relationship with God in those times of just struggles and hardships, and just to show them that they're loved and that they are cared for, and that God is with them was just probably the most rewarding experience, just to see that and be a part of that.
You can't even put to words how this trip will kind of tie you together, physically, spiritually, educationally. I am ready to start my job. I'm ready to have my own patients and just kind of start the career that I've been building for a really long time now.